What's going on, guys? Super 360 Mario here, and I'm back showing you some gameplay of Killing Floor 3. This is my first impressions of the game, and I figured I'd show you what's going on. And basically, in the beginning here, there's this glitch that basically prevented me from continuing the wave, and that's one of the downsides about playing this game, at the least. But there's minor glitches, kind of like this one, where it just has out of nowhere shows you entering the base, but I don't know what was happening there. But that one glitch where it prevents you from getting the waves kind of disappointed me, knowing that I just wanted to actually play the game. Like right there, it happened again. It happened about, I want to say, 3 times, and because of that, eventually it made me want to shut off the game. I wanted to even make a review, show you guys what the hell this was about. There's minor glitches here and there, but this one really took the cake, just because you just wanted to play the game. Like the minor ones, you see the bodies just floating in the air, which was alright. And don't get me wrong, I could deal with that, but it just feels like it could be better. Basically, this game has 6 playable characters. They're perk based, which is pretty dope. You get to select them, and then you level them up, and you get stuff for them and their classes. Kind of like how this medic has here, a new weapon. You get new mods, which are pretty nice, and I can talk about that later on. But basically, this game was pretty fun to play when it got released. I've been enjoying it for a minute. It took me a while just to get this released. Just because I do enjoy the game, don't get me wrong, this is really fun. It's just the downside about it is when you have little lobbies that prevent you from actually progressing in the beginning, and that there is kind of disappointing, if you ask me. I feel like there should have been some quality controls, or somebody that tested the game, whether it be a game tester or something, that would have prevented that, because that's kind of a biggest problem right now that kind of makes me not want to play this sometimes. I do like Killing Floor 1 and 2. I did play that from way back in the day. Those were old school games for me, at least the first one, when I played that for a good minute. But this game is actually really, really fun. It actually gives me vibes of the second one, upgraded, stuff that you can do. Talking about classes, talking about the skills. There's just so much to it. This game is actually it's just one of those fun factors that keep me coming back here and there. When the new skills they have, you can get pretty much perks. You can get different abilities that help you progress through the levels, whether it be new items that you put on your weapons, which are basically mods, and then you have the abilities for your characters, which are gadgets, and pretty much those will allow you to shoot enemies, whether it be with a grappling hook for the ninja, or if you have the medic, you can place a little spear on the ground and it heals everybody in the around you, which is pretty dope. That there was actually came in handy when I was using the medic. And then you go through the trader perk, which is the trader pod, which was back then in the second and the first one, and then you upgrade your weapons, and then now you have the armor packs that you can upgrade on your chest plate, and then they give you color coded, kind of like how that new Fortnite or Call of Duty is. Because of that, that's what makes me go, alright, this game is a little bit as if it was meant for newer audience, which is alright, don't get me wrong. I just feel as though that if there was something to actually go towards, they even got that battle pass, which is alright, it's just, but the fact is just, I want this game to thrive. I want it to be old school, something that I felt from way back when I was just enjoying it on my laptop and I couldn't really run it in any other games, at least, and this one was one of those, which was nice. You got those upgrades, those attachments I was talking about, that basically lets you progress further through the waves. You start off pretty much easy or normal, and then eventually you go to hard, and then I believe it's suicide or something like that, which is crazy insane because you have to survive for quite a bit. But with these upgrades, you do level them up. So for instance, you get a mod. I didn't really show it here, but when you do, it basically levels it up to purple, and let's say if it's new ammo, overpowering bullets, you can pretty much level that up to get more damage, or if it was more accuracy, you can get a barrel, that sort of thing, which is pretty cool. that there, right there, is what makes this kind of replayable. And then you do level up your battle pass through the doing challenges through characters and whatnot. And every time you level those up, you get new abilities for your character as well through the perks, which I'm sorry, skills is what they're called. And whether it be your gadgets, throwables, passives, they're pretty dope. Right here I'm showing the Commando. He's one I've been playing for quite a minute. Like I said, I've been playing this for quite some time since it got released. I've just been taking my time, enjoying it, and to get my thoughts into this video so you guys can actually see what you're getting yourself into. It is alright. I do enjoy the second one, but this game is pretty dope. You do have these leveled ups, and you get further into it, you can actually get further and further, levels and skills that you basically can get easy. For instance, like you can get your weapons easily through a market trader. There's an ability for the Commando that allows you to do that. Or if you have the medic class, you can increase the range that you place your spear on the ground, which is pretty nice. It's not too bad. You get all sorts for different classes, whether it be the firebug, medic, ninja, sharpshooter, Commando. And those classes are really dope. Like I said, they all are unique, but at the same time you can switch your weapons from a different class to another one, so you don't have to be stuck on the same one. It's not like it's stuck to, let's say you get this weapon and you want to play as a ninja but you want to switch to a gun. Like you don't have to stay stuck to the swords. You can always switch it up, but it is beneficial to stick with those class weapons because they are better like attack weapons. And for instance, if you get those skills that we're talking about, you can eventually end up with better attack powers. Like I know the ninja, if you do the hold it attack, you can kill a bunch of enemies really quick. Or here with the firebird, you shoot on the ground, the burn basically can last longer, or the intensified, it's like 15% or something, which is pretty cool. It just increases your damage. It gets everything going. Like this game is really fun once you continuously play it. I'd say it's about like 30-minute matches. I hopped in, started it up, and then after that I can just head out if I need to. I don't really need to stay stuck in a match afterwards. I just do a couple of them and that's it. And then, like I said, with those level ups and the weapons, it makes it really replayable. You have all these options that isn't just stuck to one thing. Like you can always switch it up. Those mods are pretty good, and eventually when you get further into it, it just starts to get fun. And then when you beat another level, and then you have those abilities I was talking about, which makes it kind of different compared to the second game. The first game is really nice. It does have its part, where it was a little bit old school. If you remember playing those back in the day, I'm pretty sure most people played the second one, and that was pretty cool as well. I played that as a little bit, but I didn't really get too far into it. Always wanted to, but it took me a minute to buy the game on Steam, because over the years I just needed to build a PC, and you know how that all goes. But eventually I can play this, and this is pretty dope. I don't really understand the hate personally. It's $40 to enter the game. I don't know if it's just they say it's half baked. The only problem I did say is the very beginning, which kind of makes it to the point where it's just not the best state. It's like, come on, man. When I'm joining a match, I don't want to be stuck there trying to kill an enemy that's stuck in a wall and I can't progress. Like that bums me out, knowing that I was about to finish the match. Like there was even one moment where it was like 3 matches in and I couldn't do anything about it. If I had the time or something, I would actually see what's going on. But like, I don't think there's anything wrong with my rig, to be honest. I checked that at least, but besides that, it just seems like the game is kind of messed up. If it isn't me, like I've been reading forums about that as well. It's just one of those things that I feel like the game just needs to get in better shape. There needs to be people that work on this, especially when you're considering just paying $40. Yeah, it is kind of cheap, but considering this is Killing Floor, like our expectations, we're waiting for this for a while. And if anything, I feel like the quality control for the bugs should have been fixed. I thought that's why the delay even happened. But besides that, like I said, the game is fun when you do have those classes, when you do use those abilities, when you are killing those Zeds. Like it becomes really fun, especially with the ninja wiping away at those Zeds with the scrape, like killing them with the sword and just heavy hitting them, and then eventually your skills get better. It's not too bad. I do think this game is worth a try. I do think you should actually give it a shot. I don't think it should be shelved. I just think if you do have it on discount, it's kind of worth picking up for about 30-40 bucks. It's not too bad. It's just like I said, with all the glitches right now, I feel like it could be fixed. I do feel like there should be better moments that we could enjoy, especially playing these type of games. Like, I don't think it should be any excuse. But if you guys did like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and give me a comment and tell me what you think about the game as well. If anything, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.